Hi crocheters of the world, I'm Oana and this is Oana's crochet channel on YouTube, and in this tutorial I will show you how to crochet this summer lacy cardigan with short sleeves. Of course you can go on and work it with long sleeve if you want to. And the pattern stitch that I use for this summer cardigan, actually I use it time ago in another tutorial. I will add the link below of this tutorial to make actually a scarf, winter scarf, yes, in wool. Okay, but here in this actually project, it's a little bit different because it's a top-down project with a round yoke, and we begin with yes, I just work it with increases to create the yoke, so it's a little bit different. But let's say the idea is the same, so the stitch it's the same, but of course I had to create the increasing part for the yoke. Okay, now if you want to see it entire, so with the back side, front side and entire how it looks on me, follow me on Facebook and on Instagram. I will add the link below this tutorial too, and I would be really happy to know actually what you think about this project. Hope you enjoy it. And what can I say more about it? Yes, I work it with a 3.5 millimeters hook and cotton yarn, and yes, cotton yarn, about 300 grams, so yes, more or less 300 grams of yarn. And mine it's a medium size, so you can just figure out if you want, maybe you need more or less yarn for yours. Now you have all the information in the tutorial. It's really nice and lacy actually, as you can see, so it's perfect for summer. And actually, I don't know, I really like this kind of outfit with something, so, and a very common outfit can be transformed in something beautiful just putting on a crochet cardigan. So that's why I adore to crochet items for myself, because they are really unique and lovely and beautiful. Okay, so hope you enjoyed the tutorial, hope you enjoy my project, and let me know. Don't forget to subscribe if you didn't do it before, because I upload videos at least 2 times per week. So if you don't want to miss my tutorials, please subscribe. See you at the next tutorial. Bye bye. So let's see, to begin this cardigan, it's a top-down cardigan, so we need the circumference of the neck line, but really wide. Okay, so we want it wide, and we need a chain foundation of a multiple of 6 plus 2. So I have here 144 chains, which is multiple of 6 plus 2, which is 146. Now into the very first row we will yarn over and insert the hook into the second chain from the hook, and we work our first half double crochet, and then we will go on and work half double crochet, 1 half double crochet in each of our foundation chain. Then into the second and third row we will work half double crochets, but in each of these 2 rows we will increase 6 times randomly. Okay, so let me just finish these 3 rows. So this is the very first that we don't increase, we just go on and work in each of our chain 1 half double crochet, for the total of, I will have 145 half double crochets, and then into the second and into the third we will increase 6 times randomly in each of these 2 rows, and then I will be back to show you how to continue on the pattern. I finished the first 3 rows, the rows of the border, and this is what I have. Now, one thing I want to correct myself, because I was wrong when I said to work 6 and 6 increases randomly in each of your second and your third, because into the second you have to work 12 increases and into the third 6 increases. So again, I repeat, the first row without increases, the second row with 12 randomly increases, and the third with 6 randomly increases. So from 145 I had into the first row, now I have 163, so plus 12 plus 6, actually plus 18. Okay, now let us begin with the first row of the pattern stitch. So we will chain 3 here, and all over this cardigan the chain 3 won't count as a stitch. Okay, so it's only the beginning chain 3. Okay, into the very first stitch work 2 double crochets, 1 and 2. Okay, now chain 5, 3, 4, 5, yarn over, skip 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and into the 6 work 2 double crochets. Okay, and this is how we have to go on for this first row of the pattern. So 3, 4, 5, chain 5, yarn over, skip 5 single half double crochets of the last row of the border. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and into the 6 work 2 double crochets. Okay, and this is for the first row of the pattern stitch, and for the second row I will work into each of my groups of 2 double crochet, 1 double crochet, so I will have 2 double crochets again, and instead of chain 5 I will work a chain of 6 and then 2 double crochet, and so on. So let me finish these 2 rows and I will be back to continue on the pattern. So I finished my 2 rows of the pattern. These are, and as you can see, the second one is exactly the same thing. So I worked on my 2 double crochets, I worked 2 double crochet, in each of them 1 double crochet. So, but instead of 5 chain I work 6 chains, that's all. Okay, for the third row of the pattern we have 4 rows, and then we will actually kind of repeat. So actually we will repeat the pattern, but we will increase and at the same time until we will finish the yoke, of course. So chain 3, which won't count as a stitch, and work your 2 double crochets. So 1 and 2. And now instead of 6 we will work like this, 1, 2, 3. Maybe some of you recognize this stitch because actually I have I did a tutorial of the stitch, of the pattern stitch as a scarf, but here it's a little bit different. But you'll see it's the same thing actually, but here we have to increase as we go on with the stitch pattern. Okay, now chain 3 and insert the hook around the chain 5 of the first row of the pattern stitch. So this one, not here into the previous row, but into the row around the chain 5, and just single crochet, chain 3 again, and skip directly into the next chain 2, into the next group of 2 double crochets, and work your 2 double crochets. Now again, chain 3, I show you one more time, chain 3, and skip directly around the chain 5 space. So we let this unworked, actually this with the chain 6, so the last one, and we want to single crochet around the chain 6 to chain 3 again, and work your 2 double crochets. So actually we split the chain 6. Okay, now I show you one more time. So chain 3 around the chain 5 space and single crochet and chain 3 more. And now into the group of double crochets, work 1 and 2 double crochets. Okay, and this is what we have. Actually, this is what we, yes, this is what we have. This is what we, how we have to actually continue on for this third row. So I finished the third round, and if you have something like this, it's perfect. So what I want to say is that if it's folded, the last group, so the groups of 2 double crochets of the last row that you worked is a little bit folded towards you, don't worry, because it's okay. Now let us begin with the fourth and the last group row of the sequence of the pattern, and begin with a chain of 3, which don't count as a stitch, 2 double crochets, 1 and 2, and now we have our chain 6 here. So we will chain 3, and around the chain 6 we will want to single crochet and chain 3 again, skip directly into the next group of 2 double crochets, and again chain 3, around the chain 6 here work a single crochet and a chain 3, then 2 double crochets on our group of 2 double crochet, and this is what we have. Isn't it beautiful? Okay, so just continue on like this for your fourth row of the pattern stitch, and as I said, this is the sequence that we will repeat until the end actually of the cardigan, only that now we will just increase a little bit into our groups of double crochet and on our chains, that's all, but we will actually repeat the stitch pattern. So I finished my fourth row too, and now as you can see I have the yoke that is coming up, and let us go on with the fifth row, or actually it's the first of the repeating sequence, because as I said we have 1 2 3 4, and now we will repeat 4 and 4 and 4. So chain 3 again to begin, and now what we want to do is to work into the first double crochet 1 double crochet, and into the second 1 increase, which means we will work 2 double crochets, 1 and 2, and we will chain 6 again, 3 4 5 6, yarn over into the next group of 2 double crochets, work 1 into the first and an increase into the second, and this is how we have to go on for this fifth row. So for the sixth row I already began it, so we always begin with a chain 3. We work the 3 double crochet as they are, and instead of 6 chains we will work 7 chains. So actually this is the thing that we work, so this 1 chain is something that we work more. So the group of 3 double crochets, and instead of chain 6 we just want to chain 7 4 5 6, 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7, and then we work the 3 double crochets exactly as they are, and 3, and this will be our sixth row of the yoke. So I finished my second row of the sequence. I already worked my first group of 3 of my third group, a third row of the sequence. So you know the sequence is from this one. We work the first 2 rows with the entire chain. We work the chain 6 into the first and the chain 7 into the next, and now we have to split and to cross first with the first row and into the fourth with the second. So it's third with first and a fourth with second. And actually to cross we will work on the double crochet, the group the double crochet, we will maintain 3 double crochets, but for the chains we will work 8, but split, so we work 4. Now we want to crisscross with the chain 6, so the first row of the sequence, and chain 4 again. And now work your group of 3 double crochets. And for the second or for the last row of the sequence, of the fourth, we will work the same thing with the chain 7. We will work 4 chains and single crochet into the chain 7 and 4 more chains. Okay, so with 8 chain, okay, we will with a number of 8 chains we will go on. So 4 and 4, 4 single crochet and 4, because we crisscross. Okay, let me finish these 2 rows and I will be back to show you how to go on. Actually, as I said, it's exactly the same pattern, so now we will have exactly the same pattern, only that we will put some more we will increase, so we will put some more stitches to the group of the double crochet and to the chain. So I finished my fourth row of my second sequence, so I repeat 2 times the sequence of the pattern stitch, but of course I increase. Now for the next sequence, so for the next 4 rows, I just want to tell you what we have to do, because the stitch pattern is exactly the same, but we will increase a little bit. So let me just explain it to you. So the first row, into the first row we will increase into the group of 3 double crochet. So we will work 1 double crochet, then into the second we will work an increase and the last double crochet. So instead of 3 we will have 4 double crochet, and the 4 double crochet will be maintained for the next 3 rows, so for the entire sequence of 4. Okay, then for the chain we will work exactly the same number of chains, so 8. Okay, so we will increase into the double crochet group and we will work 8 chain. This is for the first row of the sequence. Okay, second row of the sequence, we will maintain the 4 double crochets, but instead of 8 chains we will work 9 chains. Exactly the same thing actually that we did, but more chains, of course, that we did into this one sequence, so the second sequence. Okay, so into the second row we will work 9 chains instead of 8, and we will work 4 double crochets. Okay, and this is the first 2 rows where we work the chain entire. Okay, now into the third and the fourth, we know that we split the chain and we crisscross. Okay, now into the third row we work our 4 double crochets, and instead of 9 chains we will work 10, but we have to split them. So we will work 5, then we will single crochet into the chain 8 of the first row of the sequence, and then we will work 5 more and then the 4 double crochets, and we will continue on like this. Into the fourth and the last row of the pattern, of the sequence pattern actually, we will work our 4 double crochets, then again 5 chains, we will split single crochet into the chain 9 of the second row, and then 5 more chains, and again 4 double crochets. And this will be the next sequence with all the increases that we have. So first of all, into the first row we will increase into each of our second double crochet of the group of 3, and we will maintain the number of chains, which is 8. Okay, into the second we will work our 4 double crochet, but we will work 9 chains instead of 8. Then into the 3 and 4th we will work 10 chains, of course crisscrossing them, and we will maintain the number of double crochets, which is 4. Okay, now let me finish this sequence by myself, because there's no need to actually work it in front of the camera, because actually it's all clear now. You just know the pattern stitch, and I just tell you the things of, so what we have to do from the point of view of increases. Okay, let me finish this, and we have just a little bit to work to finish our yoke, and then I will show you, of course, how to divide, and you'll see it's really easy, and you'll have a beautiful cardigan. So I finished this sequence too, and now I have 4 double crochets on my group of double crochet, and I finished with 10 chains. Now from here I just want to put one more sequence first, and then I will divide. So to finish actually the yoke, I want to put one more sequence, but I will work exactly the same sequence, and I won't increase. So I will have remain with 4 double crochets and a chain of 10. Okay, now if you want to make it larger, you can work this sequence like this. So into the first row you will increase into the last double crochet. So from here, from 4 you will have 5 double crochets, and you will continue with 10 chains. Then into the next you will work your 5 double crochets, and you will put 11 chains, and then into the last 2 rows of the pattern stitch. So we need 4 for a sequence. You will work 12, but split, of course, 6 and 6, because you have to crisscross. Okay, so that's it. If you want it bigger, work it like this. If you don't, just go on and work one more sequence. Actually, I work one more sequence. You can just put it on you, and you will see if it's large enough, long enough as the yoke, and then you can decide when to divide. Okay, I will work one more sequence, and then I will be back to show you how to divide actually. So I worked only 2 rounds, the 2 rounds with the chain, entire chain, 10 chain, and I came to the conclusion that for me the length of the yoke is just perfect. So I want to divide now. So work only 2 of your sequence, and into the 3rd we want to divide. Now, first of all, to divide we have to think, we have to count actually the number of chain 10 spaces that we have all around. And I have, so 1, 2, okay, so I have 27 chain 10 spaces. Okay, now I put it on me, actually you have to put it on you, and I decided that for my front side, one of the front side, of course, so this is the first step actually in a perfect way of divide. So I decided that 4 chain 10 spaces are just enough for the right side. So 4 on one side and 4 on the other side, of course, because for the right side we need 2 equally parts. So we need even numbers. For the sleeves we need 2 equally parts, so we need even number. But I have an odd number, it's 27, so total of 27. So what can I do? I will put 4, I will add 4 and 4 for the front side, which is 8. Okay, so if I put 8 for the front side, the part, only this part is, so the back side is the part that I can put a odd number. So this is what I have to do. I will put on the right, on the back side 9 chain 10. So I will let 9 on the front side, 8 on the right back side, 9. And this is 9 plus 8 is 17. 27 minus 17 is 10. So 10, I will put 5 chain 10 spaces on one sleeve, 5 chain 10 chain, oh mine, chain 10 spaces on the other side. Okay, so this is how I decide to divide my cardigan. It's really easy. You have to put on you and to decide the front side, only the front side, and then you'll see it. You will be able to create a perfect division for the other sides. And now that I know this, I will count 4 chain 10 spaces, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and I will put my first marker. So we need 4 markers. I will put my first marker in between the group of 2 and 2. So I have my group of 4 and in between here, and I will show you why. Now I have to count 5 for the sleeve. 5 chain 10 spaces, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So I will put here into the group, into the double crochet group. Okay, I take my next marker and my third marker, and now I have to count 9 for the back side. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So it's here that I will put the marker. Okay, now again I must have one more marker, yes. Now again 5 for the sleeve. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. And I will put here the marker, and now I must have 4 for the other side of the front side, actually. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Perfect. Now what I have to do is to work on my front side until I reach the marker. I will work my first row. So actually it's the third row of the sequence, so I will actually crisscross with the first chain 10. Okay, so let me finish this part and I will show you how to skip to the other part, how many chains you have to put, and actually how to divide. I finished to work on my 4 chains on the right side, on the front side actually. So I crisscrossed on 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and now I have to split, so I have to divide actually. Why I put the marker in between, so I split 2 and 2 double crochets, because I need 2 double crochets for the front side and 2 double crochets for the sleeve. So in these 2 double crochet for the front side, I have to work 2 increases, because like this I will have my 4 again. Okay, so from this group of 4 I have to work 4 for the front side, and then of course when I will work my sleeve I will work 4 here too, so actually 2 increases. Now I work my first double crochet and my second into the first double crochet. Into the second double crochet I will work another increase. Now I have my 4 double crochet, so my group of 4, and I can just skip the sleeve, but I will chain 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Okay, perfect. Now skip the 5 chain 10 spaces, leave 2 double crochets of the group with the marker, the double crochet group with the marker, and insert the hook into the next and work your increase. 1 and 2. Now work an increase into the next double crochet. 1 and 2. Okay, now I will continue on working on the back side, I will split again exactly as I did before. I show you before. I will do for the second sleeve for the other sleeve, and then I will work again my second part of the front side. But I will show you, so let me just finish this round row. Sorry, it's a row because we are working a cardigan. So let me finish this row, and then I will show you what to do with this chain 10 into the second. So actually this is the third row of the pattern sequence, and we need one more to complete the pattern sequence. And in that last row I will show you what to do with this chain 10 that we have here underarm. So let me show you what I have here. I finished the row with the division, of course. So I have here the sleeve, I have the chain 10, and I already work the first part of the front side. I completed with the last row of the 4 rows sequence. Okay, and I am here where I have to skip to the back side. Okay, so here are the 10 chains that I put for the underarm. So what have I do here? Really easy. I just want to chain 10 again. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I will skip again into the group of 4 double crochets, first group of 4 double crochets on the back side, and then I will just go on and complete with the last row of the pattern sequence. So 3, 4, 5, and I crisscross with the second, you know, the pattern sequence. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 2, 3, and 4. And I just want to continue on with the back side. And this is the last row of the pattern. So now I will have, for the next row, I will have to repeat the sequence again. So I will begin again with 4 double crochets and chain 10 2 times. And I will work 2 more times underarm chain 10, okay, and then I will crisscross into the next 2 rows. And I ask you to ignore these 2 chain 10 because we will work them, crisscross them into the first and the second row of the sleeve. As you can see, we have 2 chain 10 all around, so we will crisscross when we will work the sleeve. For now we will just have to focus on the body. Okay, so just go on and work the body as so for the length that you want, and I will do the same thing, and then I will be back to show you how to begin the sleeve. And that's all. So it's really easy and so beautiful. So I finished the length of my cardigan and also one sleeve. I have short sleeve, but you can go on and work long sleeves if you want. And now I am back to show you how to actually work your sleeve. The most important thing is how to begin the first round, because we will work in round, and how to work in round the sleeve, but to obtain the same effect as we had for the body working in rows. And that's why from the second row we will have to turn our work, and that's these are the 2 things that I want to show you. Now let's get started. I will insert the hook. I have here my marker, and these 2 double crochets are for the sleeve, left for the sleeve, and I will insert the hook into the first one, chain 3, and I will work into the same double crochet one more, because as we did for the body, we work an increase in each of our two, we will work the same thing for the sleeve. So an increase into the first and another increase into the second to obtain the number of 4 double crochets, of course. And now we will just go on around and work our third round of the pattern, which means that we will crisscross this third with the first. 1 2 3 4 5, working only 5 chains. We just crisscross with the first and we work 5 more chains and then the group of double crochets. And I will go on all around and I will be back to show you how to finish this first round, and as I said, how to begin the second and the next rows, actually rounds, as we work in rows, because as I said before, we want the same effect. So I almost finished my first round of the sleeve, sorry, and I already crisscrossed the last one, which is, I just want to show you, so 1 2 3 4 5, 1 2 3 4 and 5, yes, so chain 5. This is my second group, and I worked my increases here too, of course, because I had only 2 left double crochets. I work 1 2 3 4, okay, I chained 5, and now here it's underarm. It's actually the underarm. It's really a little bit difficult to see, but it is. And I will crisscross with the first chain 10 and again chain 3 4 5, and now I want to finish the round, and I will insert the hook into my third chain of my first chain 3, of course, to finish the round. And as I said, I want to work the round as a row, so I want to chain 3 and turn, and when I turn I have to begin with my chain 5 and crisscross with the last chain 10. So I have my chain 3 and now I chain more 5, 3 4 5, insert the hook around the chain 10, crisscross, single crochet and chain 5 again, 1 2 3 4 5, and now I want to skip into the first group of 4 double crochets and to work all around my second round, which is actually my last round of the sequence. Okay, I will crisscross here, work the 4 double crochet and so on all around. I will be back to show you how to finish this round too. So I already crisscrossed the last and I want to chain 5, 1 2 3 4 5, and now I have to work 1 2 3 of the first group of double crochets, 4 double crochets, because the first one or the last one I worked it in the chain of 3, beginning chain 3. You know, we worked chain 3 and then chain 5. So let me work my 3 double crochets, 1 2 and 3. Where is my third? Here. And now, because I already have my fourth, I will just count 1 2 3, insert the hook into the third, beginning chain 3, third chain, and slip stitch. And this is how we have to finish this round. Now chain 3 again and turn. And now we will begin actually with our remaining 3 double crochets. And this is how you have to actually work your rounds as rows, okay? And because I want to begin another sequence, I will chain 10, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10, and skip into the next group of 4 double crochets and so on. And actually that's it. It's really easy. Now one more thing I want to two things actually I want to tell you about this project, and I will just go on for the length that I want. I actually worked, I will show you here on the sleeve that it's ready, I actually worked 2 more sequences actually, and for me it's perfect. Then as a border I just worked on the chain 5 of the last crisscrossed of the last row round of the sequence. I worked on the chain 5, I worked 6 single crochets, skipped the single crochet here and worked 6 more into the next chain 5. Then on the group of 4 double crochets I skipped the first, worked 2 single crochets into the next 2 and skipped the last one too, and continue on like this just to obtain a nice border. And I will work the same thing on the border, bottom border of the cardigan too. And as for the here in the middle, I really don't know, maybe I will let it like this, I really don't know. Anyway, you already have this chain 3 can be perfect the buttonholes, so you just can go on and put your buttons and it's okay. Now on the neckline, if it's too wide for you, actually for me it was a little bit too wide, and I worked into the remaining loop of the chain, beginning chain, I worked a single crochet row but with a half size smaller hook. That's the hook that I worked all the project. So I worked all the project with a 3.5 millimeters hook, and I worked the single crochet row here with a 3 millimeters hook. Okay, that's all. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial and this project of mine. It's really easy but it's really nice. That's why I love to crochet, because you can actually make the beautiful projects, so unique projects, lovely projects, but also you can work them very quickly. Actually in crochet you can see your work, your project, how it's growing up into your hands. And this is what I like about crochet, the versatility and the way it grows up the project. Okay, now yes, that's all. If you want to subscribe to my channel, please do it, and like this you won't miss any of my new tutorials. Of course, if you like to crochet and if you like my projects. Bye bye, see you at the next tutorial.